President Sisi extends Easter greetings to Egyptians abroad. Foreign Minister Abdulati discusses Arab efforts on Palestine with Algeria's President Tebboune. And Transport Minister El Wazir stresses boosting maritime link between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi extended his warmest greetings to Egyptian Copts abroad on the occasion of Easter. Through a message shared via Egyptian embassies and consulates' social media platforms, he wished joy, blessings, and happiness while expressing hopes for Egypt's continued stability, development, and prosperity. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati discussed the Arab efforts to address the ongoing Palestinian issue with Algerian President Abdelmajid Tebboune. The talks centered on supporting Palestinian resilience against displacement and a comprehensive Arab Islamic reconstruction plan for Gaza. The initiative, endorsed by the Arab League Summit in Cairo and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation's emergency meeting in Jeddah, is backed by international and regional support to help Palestinians retain their land. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulati has departed for Tunisia for an official visit aimed at strengthening bilateral relations. During the trip, he will hold talks with senior Tunisian officials to enhance cooperation and coordination between the two countries. Discussions will also cover regional challenges that pose threats to security and stability across the region. The minister is also scheduled to meet with members of the Egyptian community in Tunis as part of his agenda. Minister of Social Solidarity Maya Morsi held discussions with the German ambassador to Egypt and his delegation on strengthening cooperation between the ministry and the German government across various sectors. The meeting held at the ministry's headquarters focused on enhancing ties with the German Agency for International Cooperation. Morsi highlighted Egypt's social solidarity programs, particularly the Takaful and Karama program, which has supported 4.7 million families for the past 10 years. Egypt's Minister of Transport, Engineer Kamel El-Wazir, highlighted the importance of integrating maritime ports and enhancing the maritime link between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. This comes amid significant developments in both countries' maritime transport systems. El-Wazir confirmed the establishment of 3 new ports, raising the total number of Egyptian ports to 18. New docks and stations have also been added, expanding dock lengths to 100 kilometers, along with 50 kilometers of wave barriers. The minister noted that navigational channels have been deepened, positioning the ports sector to handle 40 million TEUs and 400 million tons of cargo annually. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities announced the discovery of the tomb of Prince Wisr Efra, son of King Oserkaf, the first ruler of the 5th dynasty of the Old Kingdom in Saqqara. The excavation team, a collaboration between the Supreme Council of Antiquities and Dr. Zahi Hawass Foundation, also unearthed numerous important artifacts. Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Sharif Fathi expressed pride in the find, calling it crucial to uncovering more secrets of this vital historical period in Egypt's ancient civilization. Mohamed Osman, the head of the Cultural Tourism Marketing Committee, revealed a rise in demand for Egyptian tourism from Spanish-speaking Latin American countries. Tour operators in these regions are seeking to expand their trips to Egypt in the coming months, with a focus on historic sites such as cities in the cities of Luxor, Aswan, and Cairo. Tourist arrivals from Latin America have increased by 18% this winter compared to last year, with a notable rise in spending by tourists and longer stays, with many staying more than 8 days. Osman emphasized the need to enhance flight capacity between Latin America and Egypt. Minister of Local Development Manal Awad has instructed the activation of national emergency and public safety networks across the Egyptian governorates ahead of Sham al-Nasim and Easter celebrations. The ministry is coordinating with local authorities and relevant bodies to inspect docks, boats, and ensure safety and licensing. Additionally, efforts are underway to improve street lighting, maintain public cleanliness, and ensure swift waste removal, especially around churches and key public areas during the festive period. Egypt's Ministry of Health and Population has launched a professional training program aimed at enhancing the performance of ministry employees in line with the Sustainable Development Goals. The training, titled Certified International Professional Trainer or CIPT, includes 7 specialized courses focusing on various learning techniques. Minister Khaled Abdel Ghaffar emphasized that the program will be delivered in collaboration with the National Institute for Governance and Sustainable Development, enhancing the efficiency of healthcare workers in Egypt. French Ambassador to Cairo, Eric Chevalier, emphasized the importance of the recent trilateral summit in Cairo between President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, French President Emmanuel Macron, and Jordan's King Abdullah II. The summit, he noted, provided a platform to affirm France's position on current Middle Eastern developments. The 3 leaders called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the unhindered delivery of humanitarian aid, underscoring the danger of withholding assistance to Gaza's residents. The summit also reaffirmed their support for a lasting 2-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Advisor to the Minister of Tourism for Training, Dr. Soha Bahgat, attended the 15th International Conference on Sustainability, Development and Advanced Research in Tourism and Heritage in Luxor. The conference, organized by the Egypt Future Foundation for Heritage and Development, focuses on promoting sustainable tourism and leveraging cultural heritage for economic and social development. Dr. Bahgat highlighted Egypt's long-standing commitment to preserving its cultural heritage while embracing sustainable development practices. The Ministry of Agriculture and Land Reclamation announced the conclusions of a workshop on agricultural sector development focusing on scientific research and innovation, organized by the Ministry's Agricultural Extension Sector in collaboration with the Regional Center for Agricultural Reform and Rural Development in the Near East. The workshop aimed to enhance the agricultural sector through scientific and technological innovation, emphasizing environmental sustainability and productivity growth. CEO of the National Bank of Egypt and head of the Egyptian Banks Federation, Mohammed El-Itribi, has confirmed that the central bank's recent interest rate cut by 2.25% would reduce borrowing costs for those with variable rate loans, especially linked to the corridor rate. Fixed rate certificates will remain unchanged, while those linked to the corridor will see a decrease in returns. The rate cut aims to control inflation, which recently fell from over 34% to 13.5%, signaling that Egypt's monetary policy is on the right track. Egypt's Minister of Petroleum, Karim Badawi, met with Randy Neely, president of Capricorn Energy, and Eleanor Rowley, the company's regional director in Egypt, to discuss the company's operations in Egypt's Western Desert. The talks focused on intensifying exploration, drilling, and production efforts. Badawi emphasized the ongoing collaboration with foreign partners to boost oil and gas production and reduce the import bill. He also stressed the ministry's commitment to overcoming challenges and strengthening partnerships to foster investment and enhance domestic production. Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources Karim Badawi held talks with the Vice President of BP for Gas and Low Carbon Energy regarding the company's investment plans in the areas of natural gas exploration, development and production. The meeting also discussed the necessary steps to accelerate the company's investments following two significant discoveries in the North King area in the Mediterranean Sea and the Fayoum 5 well in North Alexandria. These developments come within the framework of a long-standing partnership between the two sides that has spanned over 60 years. Egypt is set to receive the first reactor core for the Dabaa Nuclear Power Plant this November, marking a major milestone in the country's civil nuclear program. During a high-level meeting with the Director General of Rosatom and the President of Atom Story Export, Minister of Electricity Mahmoud Asmat confirmed that the reactor will arrive at the site in early November. He noted that extensive preparations are currently underway to ensure a secure and efficient delivery. The discussions also reviewed the progress of upcoming construction phases, with both sides reaffirming their commitment to the project's timeline. The Dabaa plant is expected to play a key role in boosting Egypt's power generation capacity and will be integrated into the national electrical grid upon completion. The World Karate Premier League kicks off today at Cairo Stadium's indoor hall, running until April the 20th. The championship, considered one of the most prestigious karate tournaments globally, brings together 384 athletes from 67 countries, including the top 32 ranked fighters in each weight category. The president of the World Karate Federation, Antonio Espinosa, has arrived in Cairo to attend the event and was received by Egyptian Karate Federation President Mohammed El Dahrawi. Winners of the tournament will earn up to 1,200 points, contributing significantly to their global ranking and improving their chances of qualifying for the 2025 World Karate Championships, set to be hosted by Egypt in November. Egyptian football fans are eagerly awaiting the semi-final clashes of the CAF Champions League, with Egyptian giants Al Ahly and Pyramids FC set to face South Africa's top clubs, Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. The semi-final first legs will be played on Saturday in South Africa. Al Ahly take on Sundowns at 3 p.m. Cairo local time in Pretoria, while Pyramids face Orlando Pirates in Johannesburg at 6 p.m. The Egyptian sides are aiming for an all-Egyptian final, especially after Zamalek and Al Masri were eliminated from the CAF Confederation Cup at the quarter-final stage. Eight Egyptian athletes have qualified for the finals of the African Muay Thai Championships currently underway in Tripoli, Libya. The tournament runs from April 15th until the 20th, with the Egyptian finalists now competing for gold medals and top podium finishes in one of the continent's most competitive martial arts events. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin, and here is what we have been covering. President Sisi extends Easter greetings to Egyptians abroad. Foreign Minister Abdelati discusses Arab efforts on Palestine with Algeria's President Tebboune. And Transport Minister Al Wazir stresses boosting maritime link between Egypt and Saudi Arabia. And that's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. I'm Hala Al-Hamalawi. Thank you for watching.